Good morning, millennials. How relatable am I with the way I'm sitting? Am I Busy Phillips?
No, you have to put both feet up, take your shoes off.
And ask bad questions.
And ask bad questions.
So, what are you inspired by?
I wanted to say one more thing. I wanted to tear apart Busy Phillips one more time.
Please.
Because there was something so pertinent that it couldn't wait.
Till next week.
No, and it couldn't wait till later in the show. Kim, on the episode before, talks about how she hates champagne, and everybody hates champagne, and it's so gross. She's sitting at Busy tonight with a glass of champagne. Like, Busy has her margarita, and she gave Kim a glass of champagne.
Right, and Kim's talking about how, she doesn't drink.
No, but, she specifically said in the episode, champagne is gross.
That she doesn't drink it anymore. She used to only drink champagne.
And then she said it's gross, and then that's what Busy gave her.
I mean, I don't know how 2 nights in a row I ended up watching Busy tonight. I also watched it last night with Wilmer Valderrama, and he was, on his phone in the beginning, and it's everyone who goes on her show is bored and sits there on their phones.
At least that's an option,
Yeah. No, it's just, down with Busy Phillips.
For sure. I just wanted to point out that one glaring hypocrisy that just showed that she didn't watch the episode and wasn't in tune with what's necessary.
I really look like I'm going to a funeral today, because I'm wearing a blouse and a dark one.
Same.
You look like you're going to the death of a rock star.
You mean Elvis?
Oh yeah.
That's who's on my shirt.
It's cute.
He's in the building, you guys. Just like James Dean, who didn't die until April because he was living in Canada.
Jackie, Elvis has left the building. He's not in the building.
No, but he's in the building because I'm wearing his shirt.
But, okay.
I know that's a saying,
okay,
but he's in the building today.
You thought the phrase was he's in the building. Did you?
No.
Okay.
Today he is.
Yes, he is.
Just like James Dean, who didn't die until April.
No,
there's a conspiracy theory that Elvis didn't die, that he's still in the building.
These stupid-ass conspiracy theories that I pretty much, give life to.
Perpetuate.
They've got to stop because they're getting increasingly more out of control.
Yeah, it's Elvis, James Dean, and Tupac, yeah.
Shakur.
I don't know, you guys. It's just exciting regardless of what happens. And that would mean that James Dean was alive to hear that song about him.
You've got that James Dean daydream look in your eye. And I got that red lip classic thing that you like. And when we go crashing down, we come back every time. Cause we never go out of style. We never go out of style. You got that long hair slicked back, white t-shirt, and I got that good girl thing and a tight little skirt. And when we go crashing down, we come back every time. Cause we never go out of style. We never go out of. Just take me home. Just take me home. Yeah, take me home. Whoa, out of style.
Cool earrings, bro.
Thanks, I knew you were going to say something because you did give them to me. I didn't steal them.
No, I gave them to you, happily.
Well, I don't think you want them back because they aren't covered with my infectious disease. I think I have strep.
Well, ears and earrings are actually disgusting. You think you have strep?
Yeah, no, I know I have strep. When you know.
Sure.
When you can't swallow and your back hurts, that's strep.
Oh, bye.
I woke up in the middle of the night screaming, being an animal.
Oh, God. What about Theo?
He's suffering from kennel cough, and I think that we are getting each other sick.
Is that possible?
Yeah, and me and Jackie just have such a big night tonight, and I don't have it in me. I'm really so sick.
No, but it's a big night, but all you have to do is show up.
Yeah,
it's not like you have to tear up the dance floor.
Jackie and I are hitting the Daily Mail holiday party, and I don't really know what I'm wearing, which is just so annoying.
I'm wearing something so festive per usual
so
because
holiday.
I literally can't not wear a bow in the month of December. It's impossible. Impossible.
For a plain yellow pumpkin to become a golden carriage. Yellow pumpkin? It's orange. Are those the words?
I don't know. I was going to start singing Kimmy Shit.
Kimmy Shit? Oh, they're alive, damn it. It's a miracle. Totally. Well, you guys, by the way, just brief life update. Jackie and I have made some really promising strides. English is so hard for me sometimes. Some promising strides in our quest to join back our old country club. I got the application. I can do the price, I think, because me and Ben get a young family, so it's lower, and I think I'm going to do it. And you're going to do it too?
100%.
Okay.
There's no thing. It's just where do I sign up? When can I start coming? Is there a new member's entry date?
Right. No, it's so funny when she, the lady sent me the stuff, and she was also there's a minimum, food. I'm like, don't fucking worry.
Don't worry.
I'll knock that out in 2 lunches.
Oh my God, I'm so excited. But I was looking at the website and they were touting their new chef, and it's I'm so optimistic and I'm ready to try it, but I hope they didn't change too much.
No, I have 3 things that I have to go. When I go back to the country club, there's 3 things I have to eat. Actually, there's like 4. The first is on the kids' menu, the mini pizza that had like the thick ass crust. Also, the adult thin crust pizza that was literally as thin as a piece of paper. 2, the only salad I ever really liked before I was like 16 was a Caesar salad from there. Like, it was so delicious.
So good. The cheese was just like long parm strings, and the balsamic there is award-winning.
Also, you know, I fell in love with the breast of grilled chicken at Seaway Country Club. Jackie used to always make fun of me.
When we were kids, Claudia used to always order a breast of grilled chicken, but we were kids and she was saying breast.
And also, I ordered it weirdly. I couldn't just be like, hi, can I have grilled chicken? I had to be like, may I have a breast of grilled chicken, please?
Yeah.
On a lightly toasted bun.
It was so funny. We're like, breast.
Jackie still does it.
For sure, but we're not kids anymore, so it's like less inappropriate for you to say breast because you talk about your breasts all the time.
That is true.
Speaking of, I finally got my Tata towel from Shark Tank.
Okay, me too. And either I ordered a wrong size or it doesn't work.
I think, well, I didn't try it. I put it on over my shirt and it was like.
What size did you get?
I think I got a small because even though I have large breasts.
Large jugs, yeah.
Like I have a small neck to back ratio.
Yeah.
You know, I'm very so I thought I would make up for it. I haven't fully tried it on yet, so I can't say.
Like I was having such a hard time and my boob like kept flopping out and like pulling on my back. You know
That's why your back hurts.
Yeah, like literally I tried to get it in and like my boob would flop out and like just the weight of my boob, like gravity, like pulled on my neck strings. Like it was tough.
Well, for me, it was just really highlight. Again, I did it over my shirt, so it doesn't count.
Yeah.
It was really highlighting how different sized my 2 boobs are. Because like one,
really?
like the small fit one boob,
Right.
but not the other boob.
Interesting. There was a girl on my bunk when we were in camp who had like different sized boobs, but like an A and a D.
Oh, okay. For me, it's not that serious, but it's there.
No, but it's there for everyone.
There is a difference. Yeah.
Even Ben has one boob bigger than the other. He does. He always talks about like his one boob that's like a little puffy.
I'm crying. What were we talking about?
I have no fucking idea. My flu.
No.
Daily Mail.
Seaway. Oh, the food. The things
yeah.
that changed our perception on food. Also, the grilled cheese that they made.
Yes, with the closed ends.
With the closed ends. Also, I remember when I was really young, and we used to eat so healthy when we were young, and all I wanted to do was try a Choco Taco. And my dream was to lose a lot of weight so I could have a Choco Taco.
Have you never had a Choco Taco?
Like, not really, because I never accomplished my dream.
Can I tell you something? They're not that good. They're like soggy.
No, but I just have to accomplish a dream.
Okay.
You know?
Well, I'm just like really looking forward, and I just want to know, like, once the application's in, like, when can I have lunch? You know?
I think you can have lunch before the application's in. Like, you can.
And I think I need to get a card.
Like, technically, you could scam a lunch, just like pretending like you're trying to join, even though I know you're really joining. Oh, yes, you need to get a car.
I think, okay, so here's my thinking. The thing with the car is, like, it's not even the monthly lease fee that, like, gets me. It's the parking. Because, like, I don't need the nicest car. I can get a car for, like, $300 a month. But actually, I want GPS, so, like, maybe $400. But then it's like, what do I do with the fucking car once I'm home?
You have to just splurge for a parking garage because it'll just make your life so much more convenient.
So now here's what I'm thinking.
Or you could just do, like, alternate parking and punch someone if they take your spot.
Yeah, no, I'm not doing that. Okay, so let's say I get a car and a garage. And every day I pick you up and we drive to the toast together. Can it be a business expense?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Like,
Cool.
okay.
Cool.
We'll talk about it later.
We will. And you know what I was thinking about? New Year's resolutions. Have you thought about yours yet?
Well, no, because I never do them, so I just thought it would be stupid.
And last year we got kind of fucked on our resolutions because like we made all these plans and the best made plans.
Yeah, man plan, God long.
So God laughed at all of our resolutions last year. So I'm re-upping. Some of them are going to be the same as last year.
Still 2019 still needs to be the year of free stuff.
Yes.
Because 2018 was the year of free stuff, but not at the level I was hoping for.
Right. It was like annoying stuff.
Yeah, like shit just showing up at my house that I didn't order.
Right.
Or ask for.
Nor want.
Yeah.
Hopefully 2019 will be the year of productive free stuff. And I had to postpone my plans to learn how to cook, but that I will do that this year. And also learning how to drive. Now that we're joining the country club, I think it's pertinent as I take one step out of the city and one foot into the suburbs, it's time for me to learn how to drive.
Okay.
That's my resolution.
Okay.
So, but we'll do a whole resolutions episode. I just wanted to get you thinking about it, you know?
Yeah, are you wearing a new perfume?
No.
Oh, I just got a whiff of some fancy, like, old lady.
No, that's just
Maybe
the
it's just
country
the
club
club.
talking to you.
Totally. Okay, well, it is Jackie and I's
Oh, you know what? It might be my hairspray.
Oh, it smells good.
Thanks. Bumble and bumble.
It is Jackie and I's esteemed pleasure to deliver the Fast 5 stories that you need to know before you wake up and take a bite out of your morning toast. Also, there's some live breaking news. Is that what we're starting with?
There's some live breaking news, so we're going to start with it because on today's fourth hour of the Today Show, Kathie Lee Gifford announced that she is leaving today after 11 years, thus opening up the fourth hour of the Today Show to a more millennial-focused hour. Kathie Lee Gifford has announced that she's leaving the Today Show after 11 years. The host made the emotional announcement on Tuesday alongside her longtime partner and co-host, Hoda Kotb. Quote, never worked with a more beautiful group of people, Gifford said on the show Tuesday. While Kotb told her co-host, the minute you stepped into my life, it changed. Hoda went on to say, quote, you chose me, and that's how it started. I was thinking about how everything good that's happened in my life has happened since you came. That's really cute. Prior to joining Today, Gifford had a long time run alongside Regis Philbin on Live with Regis and Kathie Lee. Wow, I remember when that changed to Live with Regis and Kelly. And I remember thinking, how are they going to get people to stop saying Live with Regis and Kathie Lee? But now it sounds so insane.
So weird, yeah. Also, don't get me wrong, an end of a beautiful era. But maybe time for an update, facelift over at Today Show. And I do know 2 morning show hosts who love to drink wine in the morning who might be available for this gig.
And for the 10 o'clock slot, like that's really perfect for us.
So, but here's the obvious question. And you and I spoke about this at length in Utah. Let's say
someone asked us this question.
Hypothetically, they reached out and they were like, we only need one of you. And let's say they did that to you or they did that to me. Do you take it?
I forget what the agreement that we came to, but yeah.
Yeah, duh.
Duh.
Well, the show could go on. Like if I took it, the show really couldn't go on because I'm never here. But if I took it, you could go on and you would find, like if you had to find a permanent co-host, who would you want it to be?
Oh, there's some really good choices.
Yeah.
One of the usual suspects who helps us, like, often, like Heather's moving back to the city.
Yeah.
There's Darren, there's Taylor.
Mm-hmm.
So or Snitch, like
Snitch, yeah.
There's a lot that could be done. I mean, the show would definitely be changed. Or like say you took it. Well, then you do DJT, so it's hard. So say I took it. We could technically like do the toast at 2:00.
Right, but let's say contractually they were like, this is the only work you can do.
Oh, well.
Sayonara.
How's the check?
Oh, it's big.
Oh,
it's
big.
Today Show money.
Okay. Sayonara.
Sayonara, yeah.
But then what would you do?
I don't know.
Just be a full-time comic?
Maybe.
Honestly, maybe that's not the worst idea anyway.
Totally, but I want to be on the Today Show.
That's true, but then like your sister's on a TV show, you have a permanent platform.
That's true.
I'll never let them come for you.
Maybe that's ideal.
Right? It like really might actually work out. If anyone's
just be
asking.
making so much more money.
I just wonder what the audition right.
Right. They love to promote from within on the Today Show, so I really don't foresee this being an actual issue for us, shockingly. It's going to be, Natalie Morales or one of those other girls like that are always on TV.
Like I just want to get a read for it,
Yeah, no. I'll reach
I
out.
would literally cut my hair again just for the audition, to the morning show host Bob, and just wear like the cutest little Chanel suit.
Okay, do your audition.
Okay, but I need a teleprompter. That's the key, is the teleprompter.
Jackie O and Hoda.
Has a nice ring to it.
I know, Kathie Lee, Jackie O.
Jackie Hoda.
Jackie O problems. Hoda problems.
No, but she would want to go first. So Hoda and Jackie O.
No, but it's Kathie Lee. It's Hoda and Kathie Lee or Kathie Lee and Hoda?
Kathie Lee and Hoda, but
Jackie O and Hoda.
Hoda would then go to the top.
Yeah, but the syllables make the most sense.
Okay, but like I have only respect for
fine.
Hoda. Hoda and Jackie O.
Okay.
Really cute.
Jackie O and Hoda.
Hoda and Jackie O show.
So just read the news of Kathie Lee.
Okay. In Today Show voice.
Yeah, with your natural commentary, but also with you leaning on the teleprompter as everyone on television does.
Okay. But what's so crazy is on the teleprompter they put the story and your commentary. You know what I mean? Like you really never have to. You can like just show up and not have a thought in your head and just read, which is so crazy.
Yeah, I might need to get contacts if I ever got hired by the Today Show because I can't see anything.
Yeah,
and I would need to read
glasses.
the teleprompter. Like at the TBG Awards, there was a teleprompter and I had to bring up note cards on stage because I couldn't see it.
Grandma vibes.
Okay, ready? And action. Take 1, scene 1. Jackie O audition for Kathie Lee Gifford.
In this morning's news that really has brought a tear to the morning show host community, we bid farewell to Kathie Lee Gifford. She's leaving the 4th hour of the Today Show after 11 years of hard work.
Wow. Beautiful. And you didn't even look down.
And I didn't even have a script.
This is how I would do it. Yo, this bitch that I work with, she's gone. You want to hire me? Suck on that.
What's that from?
Oh my God, Mean Girls.
Oh, true.
So suck on that. Well, I feel like Kathie Lee is really like, she's done, Hoda still has that fire in her. Like she filled in for Matt Lauer. Like she still has the entrepreneurial.
She's just getting started.
I think Kathie Lee was really taken down hard by the death of her husband and she's just ready to retire now. Her heart isn't in it. And I love that there was never really a competitive vibe between Kathie Lee and Hoda when you think that there would be.
You just assume that there would be because we're just competitive human beings.
And I love to pit women against each other.
It's just like us.
Yeah, of course.
Do you feel competitive with your sister?
You know, sometimes I do. 'Cause
Really?
She shows up with her hair done and her makeup did, and I'm like over here with my strep throat.
But you have a good singing voice, so like you always can
That's
just
true.
fall back on that.
Do you feel competitive with the singing thing?
No, I really don't, because
Okay.
like the things that you're good at and the things that I'm like,
Couldn't
we
be more
really,
different.
you know, we don't really cross over, even though
don't.
you think we do all the same things.
We do all the same things, but like interests-wise, we couldn't be more different.
Right, we're talented in very different ways. Like you're a true comic, and I'm a true
Host. That's the thing about being multi-talented like we are. It's amazing, you know?
Yeah.
That's it. I didn't have anything else to add.
Okay, next story is so crazy because Nicki Minaj is dating a sex offender, and now she's defending him. Had you not seen that?
I'm so not here for Nicki Minaj. No, I try and live my life with horse blinders on so that I never have to come in contact with Nicki Minaj. I really fucking don't like her. And I actually read an article. You know that Demi Lovato said that she went to the Met Gala and left and went to an AA meeting because celebrities were so mean to her. Mm-hmm. She alluded, and I read this article proving that it was Nicki Minaj because they were both there with Jeremy Scott. And I don't know, I just thought it was interesting.
Yeah, I agree. But Nicki Minaj is Instagram official with a registered sex offender. According to The Blast, her boyfriend is a registered sex offender who was convicted for the attempted rape of a 16-year-old girl. In the photo posted by Minaj, she has her legs wrapped around her bow with the caption, quote, "Did you ever make it out of that town where nothing ever happens? It's no secret that both of us are running out of time." According
song is
to
that?
the end, must be one of hers.
No.
I don't know, Toasters?
I'm Googling it, hold on.
According to the, well, I know this information, so now you need to be shook.
Okay.
According to the NYPD Sex Offender Unit Database, SVU for short, Petty was convicted in 1995 for attempted rape in the first degree for an incident that occurred in 1994, the same year that Claudia Oshry was born.
True.
Per the database, cops noted that the offense was, quote, sexual intercourse, and that a knife/cutting instrument was used as a weapon during the crime. He was sentenced to 18 to 54 months in prison, but it's unclear how much of that time he actually served.
What a fucking psychopath. Where did she meet him?
Apparently, it's a rekindled old flame. And then she went on Instagram last night and defended him. She said, he was 15, she was 16, in a relationship. But go off, internet. Y'all can't ruin my life. Y'all can't run my life. Y'all can't even run y'all own life.
Okay, well, the song is Hello. Did you ever make it out of that town where nothing ever happened?
She's quoting
It's
Adele?
no secret
Honestly, respect.
that the both of us are running out of time. Hello from the other side. The people who work here must be like, what the fuck is going on in there?
Honestly, this isn't the first time.
No, that was like, I really belted it.
They know from like 10:30 to 11:30 to put in their
Headphones,
earphones.
yeah, their AirPods.
Or they're watching.
Here's the thing. They're definitely not. Here's the thing.
The thing
The
is,
thing is about Nicki Minaj is, I'm sorry, like, okay, here's what we can compare it to, because here's what's also going on in the news. Kevin Hart saying something 6 years ago, has he changed? Does he still feel that way? Is not really the same as raping someone at knife point a couple of years ago. You know what I mean? It's like people can change, but can they change that much? I'm not sure.
right, and also there's a difference between making a joke that offends but doesn't physically hurt anyone versus
Ruining
physically
someone's
hurting
life.
someone.
Yeah.
Well, here's what she's saying, that they were dating, but and he was actually younger than her.
So you could still be raped by your boyfriend.
No, but it was like a statutory thing because of their age. But then she's not addressing the knife of it all.
Of it all, yeah. Well, it would have said statutory rape. And by the way, no, it's not statutory rape because he was under 18 too. It's only statutory if one of the persons.
You know, I'm actually very unfamiliar with
With the
statutory rape law. Like,
I believe
and I
that
think
the
every
law-
state is kind of different.
Yes, I believe that overall the law is that if a person is over 18 and another person is under 18, it's statutory. But if they're kids in high school have sex all the time as long as they're both under 18.
Right, but like what if a senior is 18 and their girlfriend is a junior and they're 17?
Yeah, I don't know.
Technically. I don't know.
Maybe it's just like you shouldn't be having sex at that age. I don't know.
That's like the law trying to tell you when you should
I'm
have
like
sex.
a big prude when it comes to like kids having sex.
Oh my God,
And maybe it's just because like I'm a big weenie and I waited a long time and I've only had sex with one person. But like, I don't know. Like, kids these days are fucking wild, losing their virginities at 14 and like smoking pot and doing jewels in high school. Like, I'm not down with that. My kids will not be doing that.
I mean, you can only hope.
No, but like I'm like relatively cool, I think. Like I understand that like kids drink and they're gonna be out late, and I don't plan on being like a crazy nuts parent. But like when it comes to sex, like there's so many possible outcomes and a lot of negative ones like STDs, and there's so little education. I'm like, I'm not gonna let my little twerp of a daughter or son like be out there contracting viruses.
Right, but then the flip side, and I agree with you, but just playing devil's advocate for a second, is that if you discourage them from having sex totally, meaning that you won't even like talk to them or educate them about it, and say they do go out and have sex, but they don't know anything. Like,
Right.
and especially like, yes, there's sex ed in schools, but no one's paying attention.
Right.
Like if they hear it at home, like really the dangers and blah, 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 but then it also seems like you're encouraging them.
Exactly. It's tough.
It's tough.
Someone said something interesting. Statutory is consensual, but they aren't at the age of consent.
Okay.
So I guess statutory rape is like, they shouldn't use the rape word because, I don't know.
But there's nothing statutory about this.
It just says rape.
It's just rape, and
And it's not
there's a
statutory
weapon.
because they were both under 18.
And there's a weapon.
Yeah, no. Homegirl, you can try and divert. You can try and make this a divine diversion, Nicki Minaj, but it is anything but that.
It's anything
Very
but
shady.
divine.
But she's shady too. Like she worked with Tekashi 69 guy who like also is a convicted child predator. And I just feel like, I don't know, maybe she like has a low tolerance for things like that, you know, when it comes to finding a man.
She has a high
Yeah,
tolerance for
sorry.
it. Yeah, the bar is low.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that just speaks to society today. It's hard to catch a man.
It's hard to catch a man who doesn't like little kids. What the fuck is going on?
No, that part's not that hard, but it is hard to catch a man.
Yeah, totally.
Even if you're Nicki Minaj.
I couldn't disagree with that less. Like, I know a million nice guys with 401ks who would want to date Nicki Minaj and who've never raped anyone.
I don't know. Maybe you should set them up.
Okay, I know a lot of nice guys.
Yeah, I feel like she just needs to know, like, you can do better, girl. Like,
Yeah.
don't settle. Don't settle for a sex offender. Okay, next story, and we're just going to keep updating you because I really do feel like this is really taking the nation by storm. It's really dominating the dialogue. And who the fuck's going to host the Oscars?
Yeah, oh my God, I don't know.
The Academy looks warily at Oscar host options as board meeting looms. Kevin Hart's abrupt departure as Oscars host has left the Academy of Motion Pictures, Arts and Sciences scrambling to find someone to take the gig. As of now, the situation remains fluid as the group's leadership explores options, including going hostless. Individuals familiar with the situation told Variety. The Academy was blindsided by Hart's announced departure Thursday night, according to two insiders. The Board of Governors will convene on Tuesday night at a previously scheduled meeting where the matter will inevitably be discussed. Quote, "They're freaking out," said a top comedy agent, speaking on the condition of anonymity. Is that your agent?
Yes.
There were no contingency plans in place by the Academy or broadcaster ABC, according to another insider. The show's producers are back to square one. Late night hosts might seem like the obvious choice given their national profiles and histories with the show, think Kimmel, Jon Stewart, David Letterman, but the Academy is now said to be gun-shy about going with anyone who might be too edgy, noted an industry source. Then again, going too safe could be fatal for the show's record low ratings. The telecast was watched by 25.6 million people in March, a 19% drop from the previous year. Honestly, 25.6 million people,
It's
like,
a ton.
you really didn't have anything better to do? Someone just needs to, like, not worry about competing with the Oscars and put a great show on that night, same time slot, and they'll get the eyeballs.
I can't lie. Like, I'm truly just like grateful and excited about the inevitable downfall of the Academy Awards, just because I can't get over the true hypocrisy of them as an institution and them always just like being fucking annoying and like entitled and hypocritical. But I'm really just dying to know who's going to do it.
Yeah,
And I get what they're saying. Like, if they do like a straight up like savage comic, they're going to take every opportunity to mention the Kevin Hart thing, and I'm sure they don't want it to be about that. So if they go with someone boring, then it's just a boring show.
right. I had a great suggestion
Us?
the other night. No, honestly, I always love to suggest us, but like that makes no sense in light of Kevin Hart.
Yeah, right, totally.
Awkwafina.
Oh, Jackie made a great call, and honestly, I think she might get it.
Like, I don't know if they're even looking at her, and I don't even think they're even thinking to, but here's what has to happen, obviously. I think it's better if it's a woman.
Of course. It's always better if it's a woman.
And not a white woman, thanks to Nick Cannon. He's made sure that a
Right.
white woman will not be filling these
he's
shoes.
checking off all the demographics. Nick Cannon, no white women.
So we're no men, period, regardless of race. No white women, so now it has to be a diverse woman and someone who's young and hip and not too edgy.
And someone who like really needs the gig, that they wouldn't go like, this would be like the biggest opportunity for Awkwafina. She wouldn't go rogue and make like a bunch of jokes about Kevin Hart unless it was approved.
She would say, like, they could tell
She
her.
would behave.
She would behave. She's really coming up, and I think she would also do a great job. She did a great job on SNL.
And it's also like the year of Awkwafina.
And I think that they should give her a chance. It definitely would be a leap for her career-wise, and they would definitely be taking a chance on an unknown, relatively, YouTuber. But I think that might be the direction they need to go, especially if they want to engage a younger audience.
Jackie, I think that's one of your best ideas.
I really thought long and hard about it.
All right, well, let's make it happen.
Or they could do one of the women from SNL, but again, it couldn't be white. Narrows it down.
Yeah.
Leslie.
I love Leslie Jones.
I love her.
She's fucking funny.
She would actually be great.
There's a lot of good options. Literally anyone, man, woman, who cares? Like, there are good options, and we just gotta put our heads together.
You could always fall back on Tiffany Haddish.
Oh, that is a great call.
We talked about her doing it earlier, but then I guess we just decided maybe she's too green.
Well, she's very friendly with Kevin Hart.
Yeah. Yeah, so maybe she wouldn't do it. But yeah, I'm going to say Tiffany Haddish or Leslie or Awkwafina.
Interesting. And Tiffany Haddish just recently hosted the VMAs, which is a lot less prestigious, but she has experience.
She has hosting experience. And, you know, if she needed any tricks of the trade, like, we'd be happy to meet with her.
Give me a call.
I've got a phone. Next story, a little bit more of economical news because I really found it to be so interesting. But gas prices have plummeted to, okay, this headline from USA Today is very confusing. Gas plummets to 2018 low as oil slide delivers savings. Okay, fuck that headline. Gas prices are the lowest they've been in years, you guys.
Such a great time for us to get a car to head to the country club.
Totally. Gas prices hit a low for the year on Monday as oil's plunge led to relief at the pump for American motorists. The average national price of gas, like, this is what's the problem with, like, business stories. It's like, why is it written like that?
Right.
American motorists?
Yeah, no, drivers it's called. People with cars.
Get your gas now.
Yeah.
It's the lowest it's ever been.
Can you get, like, extra gas?
Like yes, but not that much. You can get, like, some gas to keep in your garage for a rainy day. But you can only really get
put it in,
like
like, a water
gallon.
bottle?
Yeah, like a gallon, like a jug.
I got 2 right here.
The average national price of gas was $2.42 on Monday, according to AAA. That was 4 cents lower than a week ago, 28 cents lower than a month ago, and 4 cents lower than a year ago. Since gas briefly topped $2.90 per gallon in October, prices have plunged. Fueling the slump, oil slide amid concerns about the economy and a glut of petroleum production. Okay, this is the part that I don't even understand. But what's so crazy is, remember like when we were kids and there was like that whole gas crisis? It was in July of 2008. Mm-hmm. Gas prices went up to $4.10 per gallon. And now we're at $2.
I just remember like being a kid and like when Bush was president, people were always talking about gas prices, and like as someone who like didn't know how to drive yet and like couldn't be bothered with anything going on that didn't involve her, I was just so confused by everyone was like obsessed with farting. And now I realize like nobody talks about gas anymore, like the prices.
Because they've gone down. So like, you know, you only hear from people when they're angry.
Oh my God, I didn't even tell everyone about my announcement yesterday.
No news is good news.
That's true, so I guess it's been consistent.
But that's why I just want to let you guys know, like if you're low on gas, today is the day to fuel up.
Maddie Nesselhuff gassed up in Missouri for $1.99 a gallon. Holla! Good for you.
Wow. And what's so crazy, like when you fill up your car, I guess some gas guzzlers take about 50 gallons. But
it depends what kind of car. If you have an energy efficient car.
Right, it might take about 20. But those bucks really add up when you're multiplying by 20.
I mean, Ben has been driving, like Ben's mom drove him to school. In the city, like no one really drives, but Ben's mom drove him to school, picked him up from school. They have a car in the city, like Ben drives always. So he's very much like a driver and he's like obsessed with gas. And he's like always getting it, you know? And like I remember the first time it was like $70 and I was like, what the fuck? And you gotta do it like once a week, depending on how much you drive.
What you wanted to say about your announcement?
Oh, you know, I never really got to promote, shamelessly self-promote my announcement I made yesterday. I launched the first leg of my 2019 Dirty Jeans tour. It's one of 2 announcements. So if your city wasn't there yet, people are like, think I have something against the West Coast or against Dallas. No, it's just like harder to get it booked, but it's in my plans. I would never not go somewhere where I knew everyone was coming. Like on my list of things to do is Toronto, is Dallas, is the West Coast, like San Diego,
so
Portland.
It's an international tour.
Well, yeah, thanks to Toronto, I can now call it the World Tour.
That's the best thing ever.
Yeah, maybe I'll even make a stop in Montreal, like just so I can really make it global.
Mexico.
Done. Alaska.
The Bahamas while you're there.
Done. So
it'll just be a couple people sitting around the pool listening.
So, how about those Mets?
The gas prices.
Well, I launched a ton of, and I'm doing Foxwoods, which is like, I mean, what's really exciting about the second leg is like it's mostly theaters and a couple comedy clubs in places I was like unsure of, like the Toaster community. So I'm doing Foxwoods, which is like the biggest venue I've ever done, and it's like Foxwoods, like everyone does that. Like Jerry Seinfeld does it.
No, and like Rascal Flatts.
Right. So honestly, like if you're in the area and you can't decide like which one to go to, like please go to
Foxwoods. I think it's going to be an all Steens on deck situation because I've never actually been to Foxwoods, even though I always want to.
And I put it in my thing. I said I want the nicest room.
And can we get a helicopter because it's a little far?
I'll see what TBG can do.
Okay.
And TBG wants to come because I don't know if you know this. Like he's also a degenerate gambler, and he was like,
we
gotta go. Yeah, no, he's like
he gambles
crazy.
His points.
He gambles his points. He's fucking crazy. So he's like, I think I'm gonna come to Foxwoods. So I'm really gonna make it like a seedy affair because I really just want to sell out Foxwoods. Like I think that would be like the coolest thing ever. And now I'm just like playing.
And then you'll be there and we'll all go out. Like you can find us in the casino afterwards. So if you're looking for a toasty night out, Foxwoods is the night.
And like now I'm playing at venues like I've actually been to for concerts. So in Huntington, New York, I'm playing at the Paramount Theater, which I saw Casey Musgraves there. Like that's fucking cool. And I've never been to the Fillmore in Sultry Spring? What the fuck is it called?
Sandy Springs?
No, that's what I did in Atlanta, and now I keep getting confused.
Here, do you want me to look at your thing?
Spring Springs? What the fuck? In Maryland, it's called,
Spring Valley?
No. Fuck, I was gonna say Spring.
Springsteen.
It's, the second word is spring. The
Spring
first
break.
is...
Sunny Springs.
Sunny? No. Sandy?
Someone will get it. Sultry.
Silver. Thank you. Silver Springs. And that's a Fillmore, which it's like a franchise. Like I'm just like really excited to be playing in places like now people have heard of, you know? Mm-hmm. And then the second drop, I'm making a plan for Dallas, I'm making a plan for Chicago, New York, Toronto, all the places. But this first drop was really exciting, and the tickets were like doing really well the last time I got a count. But I get the full count in 24 hours, so like I'm just like really nervous and excited. Tickets are available at girlwithnojob.com. And as if things couldn't go any more wrong, like I love the Toasters, and they found all the links to the shows before I even got to announce it, and like tickets started going before pre-sale even started because they're so crazy and great. But then once I finally announced it, my fucking website went down because the Toasters crashed my website. So then I was like on the phone, it was just really like a very special moment. Like,
but really all good problems to have.
Oh my God, totally. People are like, are you upset that the tickets leaked? I'm like, fuck no. People are coming. At least
you
they
bought
come.
my tickets?
So sad. So yes, we're hitting Huntington, we're hitting Baltimore, Silver Springs, Maryland, we're hitting Orlando, we're hitting Tampa, we're hitting Connecticut for the Foxwoods. We're hitting Greensboro, North Carolina, Greensville, South Carolina. Tickets available at girlwithnojob.com. I'm just excited.
And the great news is, even if the show's a little far from you, gas prices are at an all-time low. So fill up, road trip, get some fellow Toasters, hit the road.
Also,
I have a really good road trip playlist if you guys need one.
I planned the tour really smart because I told them I want to do shows 2 weeks out of the month, and one of those weeks needs to be on the weekend so I don't miss the toast.
Okay.
So hopefully I'll only be missing like 3 toasts a month.
Okay, don't worry about it.
Which is doable.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Like, what happened this fall was like, what? You were gone so much?
Yeah.
And it was fine.
And it really was.
It really was. Even though there's like such a dearth of talent in New York, I can't even begin.
No, it's a drought if I've ever seen one.
But I've heard that Kathie Lee is now available, so maybe I can get
Imagine
her.
if Kathie Lee like left the Today Show to launch a podcast under the morning toast. That would be fucking hilarious.
That would be. Okay, are you ready for our fifth and final story? Speaking of hilarity, Fyre Festival rages on with a new Netflix documentary.
Sorry. If some of the tickets still have pre-sale codes, and it's all capitals, jeans, 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 all caps.
Okay.
Sorry.
Fyre Festival rages on with a new Netflix documentary. Because there's no way to put out the flames started by Fyre Festival, we're now getting a second doc on the catastrophe. Netflix has announced Fyre, an elegy for the, quote, greatest party that never happened, directed by Chris Smith and produced by Vice Studios. It'll take you inside the not-so-luxe festival created by the all-time scam artist Billy McFarland and Ja Rule that duped Instagram influencers and concert goers alike into attending a destination music festival advertised as paradise that turned out to be hell on earth. McFarland was recently sentenced to 6 years in prison and branded a, quote, serial fraudster for the whole scheme. The doc promises a first-hand look into the disastrous crash of Fyre, as told by the organizers themselves. Meanwhile, Hulu also has its own competing docuseries on the debacle coming next year. Netflix's doc premieres January 18th, pathetic excuses for sandwiches and all. January 18th, I know where I'll be.
No, totally. I love Netflix is always in tune. Like, they bought the rights to the Anna Delvey story. Like, they're really on it.
But it's so crazy when, like, it's clear that people in Hollywood aren't communicating because 2 of the exact same movies are made at the same time. Like this.
Well, one of them is a show and one of them is a documentary. It said that Hulu was a docuseries, right?
Okay, but yes. But at the end of the day, like really, this all happened within 24 hours. It's not like that people were intending to create a documentary, so they're all going to use like social media footage and interviews, and it's like there's not enough there for 2 docus.
Also, let's be real. The Netflix one is going to be better.
Yeah. Yeah, we don't need a docuseries on this. This was like literally a 48-hour crisis.
Right. I love that it happened. No, I mean, obviously not that I love that. I love that it happened in this time period, though, because there's so much footage just from, like, people's Instagrams, people who are, like, vlogging because they brought so many influencers. So we're going to have, like, some premium content. I really hope to see, like, Bella Hadid, you know?
Yeah, but she was never, that's also, like, the part of the scam that people leave out is, like, Bella and Emily Ratajkowski, like,
promoted it.
They were in the promotional video as if they were going to this thing. Like, not that they were in on the scam, but, like, they didn't look into it either.
Right.
They just took that check and ran.
And they didn't even go. And they said they were going to.
Right.
Kendall, too.
Yeah. And they just get out scot-free, which, I mean, it's not their fault, but it's like...
Because they just
but
were, like,
all
being
these
paid to
contributing
work.
factors made
it the shit show that it was.
And made people go. If it's just this random guy Billy McFarland was putting on a festival, not everyone would have shown up.
Also, I just think it's like, this is a true testament to like how dumb some people are. Like, people who can just get so like transfixed by what happens online and being like, oh, well, Bella's going, like, I'm gonna be cool and go too and spend like thousands of dollars. I didn't think for one fucking second about going, and I feel really good about that.
I have to be honest, when the promo video came out, like Zach sent it to me, like as if it looked cool, and I was like, fuck no.
Right. No, and I just like that, I think, I don't know, I think that I'm like easily manipulated by the media, but look, I'm not. I didn't go.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they dropped coin. By the way, did you see that Dwayne The Rock Johnson was watching Three Identical Strangers?
Yes, because he's definitely toasty.
With a plate of cookies?
I love him so much, like truly, and I love that he was watching Three Identical Strangers and shedding light on the importance of the documentary.
And the importance of just like knowing your family background, which is why I did 23andMe.
Yeah, I wonder if he's done 23andMe, if he's a descendant of a real rock.
Now that you did it and you... Yeah, he's the descendant of a gem. It's a stone.
From the Stone Age.
Right. Ooh.
His roots go back to the Stone Age.
He's a descendant of Fred Flintstone. By the way, now that you got yours and you're 100% Jewish, like, do you see other Jewish people and like you take a moral high ground above them because you're more Jewish than them?
Yes. No, it's definitely made me like think differently about like my life. And I absolutely, I know I've said this before, I must get Zach, I ordered him a kit using our code. And Which is 23andme.com/toast, which I will let you know again. But I just need to make sure he's like semi on my level of purité.
Right. Okay. What is the lowest Zach could be without like you raising an eyebrow?
Anything under 50 would just be completely
Oh,
unacceptable.
I was gonna say under 90. Like,
oh no, because there are like legit Jews who are like 75. Like I would really be pleased with 75 or above.
Especially it's hard during the people for Ashkenaz. People whose a lot of family perished in the Holocaust, like you don't know like your family, so you can only trace back, especially like people of Eastern European Jewish descent can only trace back their history so much given like the lack of information and the lack of like actual like death certificates during the Holocaust.
Totally. So 50 to 75% I'll be disappointed, but I will forgive. And 0 to 50, like we're gonna have to talk.
Okay, and you guys can get 23andMe tests as well. Here's how.
Now through December 25th, get 30% off of any 23andMe kit. Order your DNA kit at 23andme.com/toast. That's the number 23andme.com/toast. Again, that's 23andme.com/toast. Honestly, it's an amazing gift for anyone because literally everyone needs to do it.
You're giving them the gift of information. Like,
right.
What is more priceless than that?
Information about yourself. And maybe you might actually be giving them the gift of like more family if they come to find out that they have like other relatives.
Connections, yeah. Okay, so can you Google what the symptoms of the strep are? Because like I really think I have it. My back hurts so much, and I can't swallow. Like,
did you see one of the toasters? They were I guess they're a doctor. Like someone they live with is a doctor, and they were listening to the Heather McMahon episode, and they were like, "That girl has pneumonia."
Yeah, no, she said someone has told her that before, and she got cleared that she doesn't have pneumonia.
She did. Okay, yeah. Cool. Okay, symptoms people may experience. Pain circumstances can occur while swallowing. Whole body, fever, chills, or malaise.
What's malaise?
Tiredness, but that's every day
I have
for you.
malaise. Wait, can you feel my forehead? I really don't feel good.
Gastrointestinal nausea or vomiting.
No, not yet, but I'm only
also common. Sore throat, enlarged neck lymph nodes, swollen tonsils, tender lymph nodes, tonsillar exudate, bad breath. Oh God, she has strep.
Well, I do have tender lymph nodes.
Or a headache. Let me feel your head and your glands.
Okay.
I don't know.
And then feel my glands and tell me which one.
It's just a bright light.
Tell me which one you think is sore.
Wow, you don't even have glands. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, they're not swollen.
You're not even touching it.
Yes, I am. They're not even.
Let me feel yours.
I actually have really big glands. Do you feel them?
No, it just feels like neck.
No.
Whatever. I'm self-diagnosing. Anyway, I need some amoxicillin. I'm really not feeling so good, Jax.
Is it the malaise taking over?
The malaise, the fatigue.
The general malaise.
Have we done 5 stories?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, let's talk about Vanderpump Rules.
Let's. And did you catch up on OC?
No.
Because they weirdly put it on Sunday night. They slipped it in there. Like, they just got rid of it.
The last episode?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm still catching up on iTunes.
Oh, right, and you're catching up on the whole show.
Yeah.
Okay.
But Vanderpump Rules, let's jump right in. Also, next week, Vanderpump Rules is on Sunday. Did you see that? They're sneaking it in too. And it looks so good. But they also put a commercial for next week's episode in the middle of this week's.
They've done that before. It's weird.
But it looks good.
Yeah.
Katie goes to Lisa and is like, I won't work here anymore. Yeah, and
Season.
You know that Katie is going to get chosen over.
Of course, as well she should. James shouldn't be working there. Like, also, not only is he like calling everyone fat and being mean to everyone, but like the way that he acted like in the parking lot, just like he was so fucked up at Pride.
Right,
and
when
like,
he's working.
Yeah, why is that acceptable?
I can't with Raquel. Like, I know that she wants to be on a show, and like this is the only way she could have gotten on it. But like she's real. I think I dislike her more than I dislike James.
I don't know. I really like do feel badly for her, but because like, and I'm sure all the other girls felt badly for her for a long period of time, but now it's like she's complicit because she really should know. But at this point,
she looked really pretty yesterday. I liked her
She did look
glitter.
really pretty, and I also thought that like. If you just want to assume for a second that they're in a good relationship and like she loves him and blah blah blah, and like the way that Kristen and Hope approached her in the bathroom, I thought the way that she handled it was actually really well. And like,
I mean, Kristen like doesn't have the right intention, and when she's saying like we're here to help you, like we care about you, like no one in their right mind would believe it. And honestly, if I was Raquel, I'd also be like, Kristen, like fuck off. Like
also like I'm so here for Kristen taking James down. And what was so funny is when she was talking to Stassi about it, like being insane, she was wearing a shirt that said James.
Yeah, because her company's called James May.
That's so crazy.
It's weird.
It's really weird. She's like obsessed, or so it seems.
Yeah.
And like, if you're gonna take James down, bringing in some random girl to say that she slept with him, like, isn't the way. Didn't she learn that with Miami Girl?
That's what the formula for the show is. Like, if you want to take someone down, bring in someone they hooked up with.
No, like, she really should have been like getting what wound up happening should have been her plan, which is that he causes a scene at Sir and loses his job.
Right. She can push him there. Like, she can get him to that place.
She totally could have.
Yeah, no, it was, like, really wonky, and I think that this season might be, like, Kristen's downfall. Just from what I see in the trailers, like, it looks like she's a mess.
That was so trashy.
I can't wait for that
funniest
moment.
line.
Dude, that was so trashy. I fucking love Lala.
I fucking love Lala. She was so great in last night's episode.
You know who I'm, like, really over?
Ariana.
Well, I was never under, but close. Tom Sandoval. He's really starting to piss me off. And, like, he keeps just talking about Jax and Brittany in a negative way, I think because he's, like, jealous.
Oh,
because
for
he
sure.
really wants to get married, and Ariana doesn't want to get married. And I don't like it. I hate when people, like, take people's happiness, whatever you have to say about it, and, like, make it about them and, like, make it nasty. I hate that. That's like saying mean things about someone on their wedding day. I don't think there's anything more evil.
And I feel like...
And that's why when a girl texted me, like, a week after my wedding saying I stole her ideas, like, first of all, no, I didn't. Second of all, fuck you, you know?
Yes and yes. I agree with you, and yeah, it's like, I feel like even as a viewer, I can see that Jax changed in one episode. His whole approach, his like philosophy about life and Brittany and like, and his dad, like, is just on point. It's like he got it overnight, and it takes something major like that to change a person. And just like, at least you've been friends with him for this long. If you're gonna stay his friend this whole entire time, even while he was a shitty person, at least give him the benefit of the doubt when he's being a good person.
Yep. And I really think the only person who understands that is Stassi. And I love how she was like being so helpful with the party when she was like, Lisa called the ceilings cottage cheese ceilings.
That is so funny.
That is so funny.
And it's like, why do James and Raquel have the nicest apartment when I know that the rest of them make more money than he does?
I think Raquel might come from like a nice money family.
No, I just feel like it's in their contract that they're not allowed to move into an apartment that's more than $2,000 a month.
Because it would be confusing. Because like Jack's saying that after he bought the ring, he needed money and wants to work at SUR again. Like, please, are you kidding me? They're making like $50,000 an episode.
Yeah.
And
but if he works at SUR, he'll get paid more on
money.
the show.
Lisa is such a fucking like bitch. She can't just be nice. When she was like, well, it is Jax, you should check if it's cubic zirconia. Fuck you. You know what? Like, that's so rude. And I'm really like so over Lisa Vanderpump. They should change the show to Pump Rules. And like every time they go back to SUR, I'm like, this is stupid. Go home. You don't even work here.
I totally agree. And she's such a bitch. I can't even.
But also, now in real life, Jax and Brittany are making wedding plans. They're getting married at a Kentucky castle.
I love them. Like, seeing them on Watch What Happens Live, like, they're so happy. I love them so much.
Me too.
There was something else I wanted to talk about. I don't even remember. Maybe about James and his apartment and his countertops.
Yeah, when Tom said, I was like, nice countertops.
Oh, I wanted to say something about Kristen. Oh, which is that also I think Kristen like is really obsessed with James because if it wasn't for Kristen
she made
and her
him
being
into the monster.
spiteful against Tom Sandoval, James wouldn't even be on the show.
Kristen feels responsible for the monster that is James Kennedy, as she should, and now she thinks it's her job to like get him off the show. That they all are so personal about the show because they've really put their whole lives out there, and the show is a success because each and every one of them have never like hidden anything, which is why they were so mad at Stassi when she wouldn't have Patrick on the show. It's like you don't get that privilege. So now it's like they take it all so personally. Like the fact that James is a part of it and none of them are really friends with him, I think pisses them off. And the fact that Kristen is one responsible for bringing him into the mix, like she'll never forgive herself.
Yeah. And also like, why are Tom and Ariana friends with them?
I don't know.
And like,
and where the fuck is Sheena?
I don't know. I feel like she really like loses touch with them when they're not filming, and then it takes her a few episodes to
get back
in.
into the mix. Maybe, yeah.
It's weird.
Her and Jax were fighting on Twitter yesterday. Did you see?
It
was so funny. They're both like fucking hilarious.
Yeah, no, I like her on the show. Like, and also someone always has to be the outsider, or else it doesn't work.
Yeah, no, that's the formula for a perfect Bravo show. I need to put a heating pad on my back. Like, I'm really not doing it.
Oh, and then Stassi was on Watch What Happens Live, and
she looks
Bo
so pretty.
was in the audience, and they're so cute.
They're
and like,
so cute and weird.
totally.
But like in the cutest way.
In the cute, and like nerds.
With their obsession with death.
Yeah. They're just like two hot nerds that found each other. And
A match made in nerd heaven.
And she's writing a book. She wrote a book.
Yes, I saw.
I'm gonna read it.
I'm gonna
I love reading reality TV
No, I'm gonna
memoirs.
purchase it and like leave it on my mantle. I just don't really like to read.
It's a nice color for an apartment.
It's like a baby blue.
No, I really do love to read like
Celebrity
books about
tell-alls.
So like, yeah, just like it gives me a really clear picture of who they are. So I'm excited.
Thank you guys so much for joining us on this fine Tuesday morning. Jackie and I I'm gonna relax today because we have a big night coming up, so stay tuned on Instagram. We are so close. We're at 98.1.
Yeah, we'll get there soon. Oh my God, that picture of James as
It
Abraham
was
Lincoln.
so funny, and he commented on it. Tag me,
bitch.
He's gonna be DJing the party tonight, so maybe we'll see him.
Maybe you'll tag him, bitch.
I did tag him after he wrote that because it was fucking hilarious. That's it. So make sure to keep up with the Toast Instagram at The Morning Toast. We're so close to 100K. What should we promise when we get to 100K? That usually gets people there.
Ooh, we'll have to think about it. Something good.
No, it's like more people listen to the show than we follow on Instagram, and like that's annoying.
Yeah, the Instagram's like just like the easy, more digestible version of the show. Why wouldn't you want to follow it? Also, tomorrow we have special guests joining us,
the Lost Kings, and they're both like so cute and like so legit famous. I'm like really excited to talk to them.
No, I love their music. I'm excited to talk to
And
them.
it has to go well because like once if they like us, like that they're part of like a big team. Like maybe everyone else will want to come, like the Chainsmokers.
Yeah, get the team involved.
So yeah, that'll be fun. We'll put up a social card on Instagram for you to leave questions for the Lost Kings, if they're single, et cetera, et cetera. We love you guys, and we'll see you tomorrow.